Welcome to day 1950 of What's She Up to Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting the journey and sharing my experience with you based on decades of business, both corporate and regular other types of businesses, offline and now online since 2017. Today, our idiom for supersized business was cut the Gordian knot. And it's a great idiom. I have actually never heard this one. It is attributed to Alexander the Great and Greek mythology, where King Gordius of Piraeus, I can't remember the name of his country. Let me see, magnifying glass here. He was from Phrygia or something. And he tied these crazy knots named after him, Gordian knots, and they were impossible to untie. And so an oracle proclaimed that whoever could untie this knot could solve the problem of untying the knot, would get to rule over all of Asia. Well, Alexander the Great came along. Lots of people tried but couldn't do it. But then he came along and he said, he didn't even say anything. He just looked at the knot, and instead of trying to untie it, he just hacked through it with his trusty sword, effectively meeting the challenge of the knot becoming untied, and got to rule all over Asia. So it became synonymous with unique problem solving, thinking outside the box, not following conventional wisdom, not doing things the same way people had always tried to do them, and basically unique problem solving, finding a solution using different thinking than created the problem in the first place. So talked about that in Supersize Your Business today. Our annual challenge, this year's Get Your Goals annual challenge, is all about getting our goals, and we're focusing on physical well-being, physical health this month. And so we're on step 3 of our goal setting process that we came up with in January, that we're using every month for each different life framework area and aspect of our life. This month, physical. And step 3 is to break it down into bite-sized pieces. So yesterday we created our SMART goal. And so today we're looking at that SMART goal and saying, how can I break this down and chunk this down, and not only break it into these pieces, but actually plan and schedule these pieces so that I make sure that as I achieve the little steps and the pieces to my goal, I will ultimately get my goal by the end of this year, because that was mine, was time bound. Exercise every day for an hour a day by the end, till the end of the year, every day between now and the end of the year. So I will today break that down into bite-sized pieces. I'll identify what kind of exercise counts for me and what doesn't. Laying around, meditating, and breathing does not count as an hour of physical exercise for me, but what does and what doesn't. Then I'm going to take those and I'm going to look at my schedule. I'm going to physically plan out and map out on my schedule, probably a week at a time. I usually plan a week ahead at a time. Where do I need to fit my exercise in so that I can achieve my goal and objective? Because guess what? If I don't schedule it, it won't get done. I learned that about myself a long, long time ago. Holiday weekend here in the United States. So we're all celebrating Memorial Day, big barbecue with the family tonight. Excited about that. Always excited to see relatives, especially when we have relatives in from out of town. So that's fun. If I can help you in any way, ask. I am here. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Try looking at the problems and the setbacks and the challenges that you have today with a different, fresh set of eyes. Take a step back and say, okay, if I were to throw away the way I've been thinking about this problem, what might I be able to see in terms of solutions that I haven't been letting myself see before? And see if that doesn't have a positive impact on your day and your life and you're achieving your goals. All right, that's it. Have a great day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.